GSV Ed Innovation Summit. I'm Dr. Rod Berger with American Ed TV and Corps of Education. It's really great to be here in Scottsdale, Arizona, Meeting of the Minds. You can hear the noise in the background. A lot of energy here as top leaders in education, financing education are here, technology. We want to talk with Douglas Stein. He is the Chief Technology and Business Development Officer at Victory Productions. It's nice to meet you, Doug.
Nice to meet you, Rod.
Well, I know we chatted a little bit offline and before we came on air. Give us sort of the quick snapshot of Victory Productions. And I know from my research that you do a lot with working with education publishers. Is that correct?
That is correct. We've been in business for about 20 years and we make the stuff, whether it's educational instructional materials or whether it's high stakes assessment items for the testing companies. We also do technology. We build software, sometimes platforms, sometimes electronic content for customers. We have a wide range mostly in K-12, but also in higher ed as well.
Here's what I want to ask, Doug, because I think it's really interesting when you say you make the stuff, right? We see in ed publishing the challenge that they're facing in digitizing all of this work, right? All of this IP. What are some of the top questions that they're asking? Or give us a sense of, take us behind the scenes when you first meet with a publisher and taking something that has been there for years with regards to the paper, right, and the books that they've been utilizing, and sort of taking that baby and saying, okay, now we're going to mature that, that product.
Actually, it's an interesting question because a lot of the publishers we're speaking to now are asking for things that are new and born digital, and they're asking for product concepts that, in the most extreme cases, they're saying we're willing to abandon the book, or we're willing to let the book be a side effect of a born digital solution. The companies that are still struggling with the transition are usually asking for things like, I've got Flash, can you make it HTML? I've got text, can you do something better than PDF? Can you give me an iBook or an ebook or something where the student is responding? So the biggest trend has been, instead of focusing on content that's delivered to students without much thought about how you're going to get a response or elicit a response and then get it back from the students, they're now starting with that position and saying the content is part of the learning, it's not the end goal.
So we speak about the end goal, right? We think about getting students to be more excited about education. If we really talk about the end goal, obviously innovation is in the name of this conference.
Yes.
Doug, how do we inspire or capture innovation so that students feel that and sense that? What's your thought on that?
The most important thing is students want to know that what they're doing in the classroom has some meaning for their life and for later, for their career growth. Even if they don't know what their career is, they want to know what is it good for. And it isn't just, oh, I need to know this for the test. It's I need to know this because there's some reason to know this. So it's always been the case that connecting to real applications that are meaningful to students, allowing them to treat it not as a set of disparate facts, but as a body of learning where they develop, they get excited. So if they have a chance to apply the learning, they get excited.
Let's close with this, Doug. So I'm a big believer in innovation comes from feeling confident about yourself or being in an environment where you can really share your abilities, right, and sort of let them grow over time. That really lends itself to teachers.
Yes.
So I'd love to sort of dive into your background here. Share with us the one teacher that instilled the confidence in you that made you a part of an innovative group like this that we have here in Scottsdale?
Sure. Wow, I'd say my 10th grade math teacher was a guy named Randy Stone, and it was a good school, so 10th grade at our school was calculus, and I was one of those smart aleck kids who got A's but didn't need to do the homework, and my first marking period he gave me a grade that was very low because he wanted to teach me that I needed to apply myself even if it was easy for me. And so by the end of the year, I buckled down and I got a grade that was mathematically impossible based on what I got from the beginning. But the lesson was learned. It's no matter how strong you are, you have to work as well. And you have to be, what's the phrase now? Not persistence. There's another term that's a term of art. Diligent, persistent, you've got to see it through. Yeah. And that was the inspiration that, no matter what, you're always going to have a challenge. You need to see everything through.
And obviously sticks with you today. But it's been really great, Doug. Appreciate your time, and we hope that you enjoy the conference here. Once again, I'm Dr. Rod Berger with the Corps of Education and American Ed TV, because education matters.